Hey guys, Comic Book Steve here again with a small haul and the results of my contest. We'll do the drawing on camera here so everyone sees who gets selected. I'm not going to do anything revolutionary with the drawings. Just cut up, piece of paper with everyone's name on it, who entered, and we'll just put them in a. We're gonna put them in the Infinity Gauntlet, and pull them out, and whoever gets pulled out obviously is the winner. So, part of the course. I think that's how most people do it on their comic book channels, so I'm just gonna follow suit on that. But anyway, let's start off with a very small haul. I got 3 new releases and 1 back issue from the week. Like I said, slowing down a bit on significantly on new releases and trying to pace myself with back issues, at least until we do the closing on the house and my bank account can kind of heal a bit. We have to get some appliances for the house, namely a refrigerator and a washer and dryer. So not the cheapest things in the world, but we'll be okay. Just need to let the bank account breathe a little bit. Some healing factor in there. All right, so let's go over the new releases over the past 2 weeks. So first one we got here, I actually can't remember what week this came out. We got Spider-Gwen number 7, the J. Scott Campbell connecting cover variant. Don't know what the ratio is on these. I'm gonna get all these. Not super into the Spider-Woman storyline that's inside. At least the first 2 parts weren't that great. Third part was pretty decent. I just don't like the art that much inside for the first 2 parts. The story's not like terrible, but just wish they picked a better artist or like consistent artists among the whole arc. But nitpicking there. The connecting covers are all right. This one's probably my favorite one, even though they got the Doc Ock design wrong for the Doc Ock that's in the actual storyline. That's probably because Campbell, got the job to draw this like months and months and months ago before they even knew what the hell they were doing. The design for Doc Ock in the comic is actually really cool. I don't think he shows up until the following installment that I have here, but he's on the cover of this one since it all connects. But that's not what he looks like in the storyline. But this one's probably the best one. I really like his Spider-Gwen rendition. Don't know what the price on these is going to end up being. J. Scott Campbell books are hot, but then sometimes they're not. A lot of those recent 92 variant ones didn't really take off. And then these ones don't seem to be doing anything, but they're still fun to have. If you're going to get one, you might as well get them all. Might be good to sit on for a while. But I like Spider-Gwen, so that was a reason to get that. The other one I got was the Silk one, which the interior art is much better here, but the problem with connecting covers sometimes, and for some reason on this one, sometimes they don't match up right, and for some reason the quality isn't quite as good on this one. Let's see if I can display what I'm talking about here. If you see them side by side, the Spider-Gwen one is a lot crisper, a lot clearer. You can tell a lot more finalization was done on that one, whereas the Silk one looks very like rough. And it's really annoying. So if you connect them, and you can't get it all into the camera here, but well, first of all, it doesn't match up great. And I'm not doing a great job of displaying it here, but I think the biggest problem is that the quality just isn't there. If you look at the faces on both of those, it's like you could tell which one Campbell was interested in drawing, or whoever the colorist or inker was interested in finishing, because that Silk one just doesn't even compare. So that was kind of annoying. Looks like a background character that shouldn't have been brought up into the front, but whatever. So I got that one. Like I said, the interior art is much better there, and I enjoyed that installment better than any of the previous ones, so that's always good. Next book I got here is another variant. Again, not sure of the ratio, probably 1 in 10 because it was cover price. Mighty Thor 6, the Civil War variant. Again, these Civil War variants are not I don't know. This one's pretty good. I think it's Tom Grummett as the artist. Looks like his art. I could be wrong there. But I feel like these would just kind of like slap together really quick. I don't feel like the art on any of these is really anything to write home about. This one's fairly cool. I don't know where the Pegasus horse comes from, what it has to do with Jane Foster Thor, but the book is good. It's got a first appearance of a Viking Hulk-ish character. It's kind of fun. Again, this is one of my favorite books going on now. So this one, even though it's a departure from the regular storyline and the main artist took a break, still really solid. And the last one I got, this one I got as a back issue for $5. Spider-Man and Batman, the Marvel version. If you don't know, when they were doing a lot of these DC Marvel crossovers in the 90s, late 90s, they did two versions, I guess, to keep both companies happy. I thought it made sense. They would do one version that was published by Marvel, one version that was published by DC, and both were like completely different stories. So in this one's the Marvel one, drawn by Mark Bagley, and they fight Joker and Carnage, which is a really interesting team up. It's probably one of the better crossovers, but it's still not anything to go running down the halls screaming about. This one, they do some weird stuff with these crossovers occasionally, depending on the crossover. Sometimes the writer will have it where the two universes, the two characters cross universes somehow. I can't think of a good example, but I know I've seen it before where they, or even if you want to use Marvel vs. DC, that miniseries as an example, that one, they weren't in the same universe, they weren't in the same cities, they specifically crossed over, like teleported or teleported universes. Whereas like stories like this one in particular, the story is set up that they are in the same universe, they just never met before. So it's weird sometimes. They do that occasionally. The Batman or the Superman Hulk one is another example, which is again one of my favorite stories ever. If you never read it, it's fucking fantastic. This one's pretty good. I put this above average for crossovers, and I enjoyed it. The resolution is quick. It's a very quickly done story. You could have your head scratching at some areas of it, but overall I think it's pretty well done, and it's a fun team up. Who knows when we'll see another one of these kind of team ups again. So then the DC published one, I think was Razagul or Rashagul, however you want to say it, and Kingpin. I'd like to get that one eventually, but this one was the one I wanted more, of course. Anyway, that's it for the hauls. So now we're gonna get into the contest results. So I'm gonna show off all the ones we got here. Let's see if I can do this right. I'm gonna put them all in the Infinity Gauntlet and then just do it that way. So let's put that guy. Guess I didn't really think this out too well. Let's put him over there for now. So first off, we got Joe Hook. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the names wrong or incorrectly. Stephen Watson. Thanks everyone who entered in to the contest. I think it's gone for about over a month. PGH Comics Expert. If I forgot anyone here, please let me know. But I try to double and triple check. Marvel the Cross 316, who I believe was the first one to enter. Jared Osborne. And liking the covers. Again, if I missed anyone, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure I got them all. Shake up the gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet. Soul Stone. Wonder where they're gonna stick the Soul Stone in terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've got two more they need to do. They need to do the Time Stone, which I guess that one, and then the Soul Stone. Time, I think, is going to be the Eye of Agamotto, and Soul Stone. Not sure who they're going to do for that. I kind of hope they don't do Adam Warlock. I'm not a big fan of Adam Warlock, but then again, I was never a fan of Thor or Ant-Man either. They did a great job with them. So, all right, let's gonna dig in, grab the first one. All right, try not to make the gauntlet fall down. Hey, Marvel Lacrosse 316. Congratulations, buddy. All right, so I will be sending you a message, and then if you give me your address, I will send you the books. I'll show the books again that we got here. Dropping things. That's what happens when you try to do things on the fly. So the books included were Spider-Gwen, Midtown variant, Iron Man #1, Spider-Gwen, the Newberry Comics variant, Peter Parker Spider-Man 16, Spectacular Spider-Man 122, Spectacular Spider-Man 109, Amazing 205, Black Widow #3, love that cover. Spider-Man 61, also a awesome cover. Avengers 183, first Carol Danvers joining the team. Friendly Neighborhood #1. Web of Spider-Man 7, awesome Hulk Spider-Man battle. Thor God of Thunder #8. Invincible Iron Man. Whoops, we are having some technical difficulties today. Invincible Iron Man #1, and then there was a What If book that I didn't pull out right now, but that will also be in there. Feel free to check out the video for the contest video for showing that one off. But yeah, so Marvel Lacrosse, congratulations, man. Thanks for entering. Thanks everyone for entering. Yeah, I'll try to do another haul soon. Actually, I'm gonna put up a video for some of the toys I have in my Spider-Man collection. Maybe I'll do a larger one eventually, but for now, this one's gonna be split into 2 videos showing off my 6-inch Spider-Mans for each costume representation, and then the 375-inch for each costume representation. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will again do some videos whenever I can. Another game video is rattling around my brain. I really want to get in the habit of doing those pretty consistently, so look forward to that, and yeah, talk to you later.